Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Madden Gaming, and I am back with some more Madden 24 news. This one right here is what I've been waiting for. This is Madden 24 official gameplay. Ooh, we right there. And guys, I want to let you know this. My birthday is next Thursday, so I'm hoping I can live stream next Thursday. If I do live stream, it will either be on YouTube or Kick, or it could be both. You never know. It's gonna be your boy's birthday next Thursday, August the 10th. Shout out to all my Leos out there. But I cannot wait to see what they got, what he got to tell us in this, because this is a year of Madden. Yes, sir. But before I hop into his reaction, I need you guys to like this video right now. Subscribe to your boy if you want more reactions just like this one. And without further ado, jump right into it.
EA Sports just dropped some Madden 24 gameplay on their YouTube channel, so let's look at it, break it down. I'll have my own exclusive gameplay coming soon, but right here on the first play, love to see this. Cover 0 blitz, and Stephon Diggs gets off the line, burns a defender for a touchdown. Last year in Madden, cover 0 blitzes were the meta. You can run them every play. People would just not usually get behind the DBs. And this year, guys like Diggs, who have great release, good speed, and are just elite route runners, as they're showing the replay here, they're going to get off that press a lot easier. It's not to say that you can never run a cover 0 blitz, but you can't live in that every play, because
I like those
are going to make you pay. Just like in real life, you would never want to press Stephon Diggs one-on-one with no safety help over the top.
And I like that you keep on running too. You don't break stride, you just keep going. I like that too.
With anybody on your team. So that's great to see that they've addressed the meta there. Here we can see going for a high pass here to Kelsey, and you're going to notice that the high passes are pretty nerfed right there. You see a good catch, but he was kind of in the open field, which is fine. But you're going to see throughout this video, they've definitely nerfed the high ball quite a bit, and you're going to notice some stuff with the defense, some stuff with rolling out, run blocking. I actually thought this gameplay looked pretty solid. I thought it even looked a little bit better than the beta did, so not too bad there. You can see the defense kind of rallying down a little quicker. They're gonna rally down the ball when they're in zone and they're facing the QB. Like when they can see the ball, you're gonna notice they're gonna break on it better, but when their backs are turned, they're not gonna break on it as well, which is how it should be. So far, liking what I see personally. Obviously,
yeah, I like it. It look good.
You might notice here, not seeing a lot of good pass rush. It doesn't seem like the pass rush is as good from like a 4-man rush as it was in years past. And here you see a high ball, and you can see high throw.
Oh, I like those.
Mid-air knockout. So you're gonna see a lot more of that. Whereas in Madden 23, the high ball was super OP on the newer consoles. The defense would just not react to those high throws very consistently. They would dumb out. So I'm super glad to see that fixed.
Do what moves you.
Here you're going to see, trying to do another high pass to the outside, you're going to see out of bounds high throws. So the high throws are just not as consistent as last year, which is good to see. They should
I like
be
that they nerfed that.
To throw. We're seeing kind of our first run there. Decent
makes it more of a challenge,
the goal line.
especially if they're passing first type of play.
QB draw still looks like it's pretty weak because of the animation that you get. Here we're gonna have another high ball throw, and look, midair knockout.
He has circle wide open.
Likely been a touchdown, because
look at the circle across the middle. He wide open.
Players usually would hold on to the high passes, or your DB would dumb out and not even be able to get this type of a hit. So it's good to see that they put the work into attacking the meta. Now, of course, there's going to be new metas this year. It's a sports game. There's always going to be a meta. Somebody's going to find something that maybe wasn't good the last couple of years that is now good based on some of the changes they made. And then those will have to get addressed as well. Hey, if you're still here at this point of the video and you haven't subscribed yet, you might as well go ahead and subscribe, because you're basically already a part of the family. And I'd love for you to join us on our road to 1 million subs. All you can ask is that they address the stuff that was known to be overpowered, and they did. Here it looks like on defense they're trying to set up a loop blitz which was powerful last year until it got patched, and it's going to appear that this is definitely not going to be an issue this year, as they just run straight down. They don't loop to the outside as linebackers, so that was really good to see. We do not want to see more loop blitzing. And also keep in mind, these are pro players, so on defense they're probably making some extra adjustments, so the defense at times could look kind of weird because they're going to make these different specific adjustments that you wouldn't normally see made in the game. Also, pay attention to rolling out, because rolling out QBs are definitely back this year. They're not as overpowered as the escape artist days, but last year rolling out just wasn't very viable. You see another high ball that was dropped and he was hit. Again, there's a lot more risk to the high balls this year, but with rolling out, you're going to notice that if you're not
a lot of players are not gonna like that. I already see a lot of rage going on with those types.
You're gonna be able to get out there. Here we see some good zone defense from Tre'Davious White. Again,
got him.
He's going to attack the ball. He's not going to stand there and kind of dumb out. We're seeing them here run a meta play from last year, and that seam route would get super open last year, and here they're kind of trying to spam it a little bit to see if it still works, and it looks like the defense is playing it a lot better. Both the seam route and that corner route that goes in and then breaks outside, I believe they're going to run it again here. So the corner route to the left and the seam route to the left, those were very hard to stop last year, and you could see that this year they're defending it much better than they did last year. But again, here goes the rollout to Josh Allen. He tries a crossbody throw, and good to see that that was out of reach and accurate, because we know we've seen years in Madden where you could pull that off every play.
Oh, 100%. I ain't gonna lie to you. In face of franchise, he should do that a lot. As a quarterback, boy, that was my go-to.
Unrealistic. So far, I mean, only bad thing I would say so far is just not enough pass rush from the D-line. It looks like they dialed that back. And here we go with another interception. Good zone defense. You know, that's a pass last year that might have got over his head a little bit, especially with the high throw. But the high throw,
that's nice. I like those.
And the zone. I don't think zone defense is crazy better this year, but it seems like the reactions are better. I don't think the zones themselves are playing any different than they really were last year, but it's more so that if they're looking at the ball, they're reacting better to the ball. So things that might have went over their head or plays where they may have dumbed out, it seems like that happens a little bit less. And so now here's another knockout again. Zone defense. He sees the ball.
Okay, I like those.
To attack the ball, and that could mean going for the pick or going for the knockout. I think they're going to show.
I like the attack that they're showing. Look at this right here.
Able to break on it and get the pass break up, and they said specifically
he got his eyes on the ball and he just break up.
They're going for the ball more so than the receiver. They're not going for the.
I like those.
They're going for the pick.
I like that adjustment right there.
For the knockout.
That's gonna make if you use your control safety or linebacker, it's gonna make it so much better for you, so much easier.
So maybe a little bit too heavy on the drops, and here we're gonna see a run defense obviously improve. That's one of the most noticeable things, and this is gonna get housed. The safety definitely did not pursue the ball carrier great there when he came down, but the blocking itself phenomenal there. You see the guys get to the next level quickly. You see them make decisive blocks in the open field. So I do think it's going to be a little bit
running
more
game. Running game.
Few years. You see the
running game gonna be that. Look at this.
Now the safety number 20 coming down probably should have been able to make this play.
Oh, look at bam, got him.
The angle, and that turns into a touchdown.
He took a bad angle. That happens in real life all the time. He just took a bad angle.
Reacting, knocking the ball loose. You know, it's curious to see how this game's gonna play out. Here.
I'm on Grammarly Premium, so in addition to automatically checking your spelling, grammar, and punctuation, the premium version.
Here they're going to go for a high pass again. Now this one's going to be complete. So it's not impossible to complete high throws, but if you're going to try to do it every play, it's probably
but it's Travis Kelce though. You know, so it might just be because like, you know, him
another thing
on certain things.
And I saw a lot of people comment on this is the momentum on the catches, like the rat catches, they're catching it in stride, whether it's over the middle, whether it's over the top. Good swat there by the DB again. DB's playing better this year. But the momentum of the catches, definitely something they improved on. They spoke on specifically, and it's noticeable. It doesn't feel as clunky when you're trying to do a rat catch where you're chopping your feet and slowing down. You're kind of getting that nice little run after the catch. And here another high pass. And this is to Kelce. He's a 99. He got lit up, and that's what will happen in real life.
Hell yeah!
Look at this. Like that, you're getting hit there, and that's a perfectly timed hit. That should be dropped. So that's good to see. Again, last year, that's more than likely gonna probably be a catch. You know, especially depending on what abilities you might have. And here as another knockout. Like I said, only thing is a little bit too heavy on the
like
drops, I think, and that might
those.
make some people mad. But, you know, those are good reactions by the DBs, so I like that. The DBs are making great plays, but I know when drops get to be too frequent, that annoys people. And here's a crazy play for a touchdown with the fake reverse here, and kind of some bad user on defense, to be honest, and a lucky broken tackle. But it's good to see that this actually worked, because a lot of these little trickery plays sometimes just aren't really
They
viable.
almost never
Kinda
work for
clunky,
me.
but I think there with the
Look how
run block
62
being
gets to
better
next
than
level
definitely
here.
helped. Of course, a lucky broken
That was a
tackle and kind of all
terrible.
the other guys because of that.
Whoever
Kinda
user
down a little
control
bit,
number
but good to
21,
see
that was a
trick plays
terrible
kinda
take right there.
getting some love
You
there.
had
Here
a
we're
chance
seeing
to
a toss
tackle
play.
that.
Could this be a year of toss plays being back? You can see with the blocking being what it is. I mean, look how they're getting upfield.
Look
They're
at the
being decisive
fullback.
with
Look,
the
it gets to the
fullback.
level right
Fullback
here.
Blocking has been pretty bad
Bam.
in Madden.
Got him.
You know, he's getting there and making plays. They're running the same play again. Here you go, another 10 yards. But what's interesting is they're going to run it again, and look what happens. The linebacker completely blows it up this time. AI for the run. You're going to notice the linebacker, because
Oh, I love
he's
that.
going to just shoot down. He's not going to have his read and react
Look
kind of aspect
at it
of
right
the play.
here.
He's going to throw that out the window
Got
and say,
him.
I know what play is coming, so I'm just
That's
going
gonna
to
be really good, especially against the CPU. If you play the CPU,
I'm going to go make a
that's
play
gonna
on
be
it. So,
epic.
curious to see how
It's
that's
gonna be
gonna
hard,
actually
but it's gonna
play
be
out
epic.
throughout the whole year, if adaptive AI is going to really be that good. But here we're seeing a
I
throw
think
on the
it
run,
is.
and just a bad move by the defense there. He tried to send the zone defender. He should have just kind of let the QB get his
Oh,
yards. We're gonna run this back
damn.
just because I think important to show this. He definitely tried to send this zone defender at the QB because he was worried about the scramble. Then he clicks on, maybe was trying to bait a pick, but because of that, he gave up a touchdown where he should have just gave up maybe the 8-yard scramble and just lived to see another play. But because of what he did there on defense, he gave up a
screen
touchdown.
passes.
And again, the rollout's going to be good. Here you're seeing screen blocking. They only ran this one screen, so I wish they would have ran a few more. But that's something else they touched on. They said screen blocking would be better. It looked solid here, but would like to see that run a little bit more to kind of have a better idea of how much better it truly is. Seeing here some pass rush finally getting home. We're not seeing a lot of pass rush. I think it's going to be a year if you do want to get some pressure, you're going to have to blitz potentially. And here we go. More good zone defense from Tre'Davious White, who is a very good cornerback. So again, when guys are seeing the ball, they're definitely making plays on it. They're not dumbing out. They're not doing stupid stuff, at least in this video here. That's a horrible read. I would like to see that picked, but again, it's kind of another display of some good zone defense. You do like to see that. He's dropping back. He's getting depth. I don't know if the zone depths are adjusted here or if this is just the natural play. It could be adjusted, but either way, good to see him getting back there. And again,
I'm kind of glad he didn't make the pick, because you see how the way he was turned.
Because that's going to happen.
Cannot dig with that
dude. Need to
dude.
see cover zero spammed every play and act like good receivers are not able to beat the press and get over the top. So don't press Stephon Diggs one-on-one. You know, don't press Devontae Adams one-on-one. And they spoke on that specifically.
I mean, you
that
can.
those guys are going to beat the press.
Hey, go ahead, do it.
Especially one-on-one.
No. We let you do it.
They
Go ahead,
tried to
do
do a
it.
short kick, and this year they adjusted the special team. So you can't really do the
He ain't gonna learn. He ain't gonna learn.
fullback, because now you're going to have actual return men back there. So if you try to kick it short, you're still going to be at a disadvantage in terms of the return. They added some new onside kicks, different return formation.
Oh yeah,
like
I
that,
saw
so that
them.
you can actually get your best
Bruh,
people
is
on
it a
the
year
field
where
and
you
you're
can
not
actually
gonna
cover an
24/7
onside kick?
fullback anymore? So
'Cause that would be
really like to see that. And
crazy.
here we're going to have another high pass that's thrown. I didn't like this one. I get they're trying to nerf it, but that's Travis Kelce. You know, he wasn't hit there. Granted, a high pass has a higher degree of difficulty, but you know, this is something I'm not crazy about.
I'm
I know
not
that they're
mad
trying to
about
make high
that.
ball
'Cause
very
I
risky this
feel
year because it
like
was a super
that could
pain
happen
last year,
in
but I
real
think
life
maybe that's a
because
little bit too far.
Kelce
Right? Like, he
is
wasn't hit,
protecting
you know, he
his-
is
trying to
Travis
protect
Kelce. He should
himself.
Probably hold on to that, but clearly, you know, they're
I
sending
mean,
a
but we've
message that
seen
you're not gonna
Travis
hold a high
Kelce
ball
drop
every play this
easier
year.
ones
Here,
than
more good play by the
in real
defense.
life. So I'm
That's
not mad
basically
at
it.
that. I loved it. I loved it personally. Now, one thing I would disagree with him on, which I just talked about, is the Travis Kelce one. I feel like, yeah, Travis Kelce should be able to catch that, but at the same time, I feel like he was more so protecting himself. He didn't know where that defender was. If you saw, there was a defender like right there, but like he didn't want, you can't hit him until the ball is, you know, until he catches the ball. And it looks like he was protecting himself, but the ball was thrown a little bit over him. So it would have been, that's a Travis Kelce type of catch, but at the same time, we've seen players of that caliber, of that type, to, you know, drop those or maybe not hold on to it. So I'm not too mad about that. The gameplay looks awesome. I love the blocking. The second level blocking looks amazing. The halfbacks finally being able to block looks fantastic. I think this might be the year of running. If you're a running type of player, I think you're gonna really love this Madden, in my opinion. I love the deflections. I love that the defenders are looking at the ball, playing through the ball, not the receiver. I love that. Those are things I loved in this. Man, oh man, I cannot wait for Madden 24. We're getting so much closer. But that's going to do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Love every single one of you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next one.